And the men from the ministry, Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. In the General Assistant's office, those tireless executives, Lennox, Brown and Lamb, receive a never-ending flow of jobs from the permanent Under-Secretary. But do they ever complain? Do they ever grumble or moan? Well, yes, as a matter of fact, they do.
I don't think Sir Gregory appreciates us one. The assignments we get are always so menial.
Yes, they are, aren't they? When he handed over this latest job, I nearly gave him a nasty look.
What's the point? He's already got one.
I mean, I don't mind helping MPs. I'm not a snob, but getting their seating repaired is scarcely a job for us.
I don't know how he gets in such a mess.
Why, it's the back benches, you know.
Is it?
Yes, when they're overexcited, they start slashing the upholstery.
A lot of the cushions have lost all their stuffing.
Quite. I told Sir Gregory we'd need some new ones, and suggested we got solid rubber.
Did he agree?
No, he told me to get stuffed again. Anyway, you found an expert to stitch the tears, have you?
Yes, Mrs. Gusset, a friend of my landlady's.
Oh.
She isn't very bright, but she'll do it cheaply.
Good.
But I still say the job's beneath us. I mean, Mr. Crawley in the office next door looks up to you and me as top executives.
Oh, good morning, gentlemen. Have you got any old newspaper I could borrow?
Yes, Mr. Crawley, there's lots in the top secret drawer.
I'm cleaning out my window box. I just had a what's-his-name in it.
Oh, the geranium?
No, a tomcat. It pushed the earth all over the sill. Still, I mustn't bore you with my little problems. I expect you're busy on some high-powered job as usual.
Well,
Someone said you were working on parliamentary seats.
Yes, that's right, yes, parliamentary seats. Yes, we're adjusting constituency boundaries, that sort of thing.
My word, that's quite a responsibility.
Oh.
Some MPs have enormous what's-his-names.
So we've discovered, yes.
I wish I got important assignments like that. I'm only given the trivial ones, you see. Sir Gregory phoned me just now, as a matter of fact.
Really? What does he want?
He wants me to get the House of Commons cushion fixed.
He what?
Yes, stupid little job, isn't it? But he had two other men on it, and they messed things up. Made a complete what's-his-name.
Who said that?
Seems they got some idiot woman to stitch the torn upholstery.
Oh, wasn't that a good idea?
Well, it would have been if she'd waited till the house was empty, but she did it during a debate.
During a debate?
25 MPs were thrown to their seats. They were sleeping at the time, of course. But when it was time for the House to rise, they couldn't.
Oh, dear.
And she was stitching behind the Chancellor while he was actually speaking. Well, of course, he got the needle in the end.
Good grief.
So, Sir Gregory's asked me to take over. Anyway, thanks for the newspaper, gentlemen.
First, Sir Gregory gives us a degrading job, then he decides Creepy Crawley can do it better.
Still, at least we're off the hook. Let's get on with the crossword. Did you ring the Times today?
Yes, it's there, yes. I'm afraid the crossword's filled in, though.
So it is. Just a minute. These aren't proper words. It's just a jumble of letters.
I did it in the train, you see. Mm-hmm. Yes, the carriage was full of people puzzling over the Times crossword, and I felt a bit of a devil.
I don't understand.
Well, by filling in any old letters, I finished it 2 minutes flat. Yeah. The rest of the mad, 3 chaps threw their papers out of the window.
It's only me with a lovely cup of tea.
Oh, thank you, Mildred, yes.
Can I borrow some more carbon paper?
What on earth are you typing, Mildred?
Oh, I don't want it to type in, do I? I want the carbon on the eyelids, see?
Oh. Why?
Why? Because there's a national shortage of eyeshadows.
Is there?
Well, it's not a real shortage, it's more of the artificial shortage.
Oh, you mean where someone starts a rumour there's a shortage and everyone rushes out to buy in a panic?
That's right, so all the eyeshadow's gone. Someone in Ealing bought over a ton, and he's a bloke.
What is the world coming to? I blame all this television.
Anyway, how are you getting on with that House of Commons job?
Well, we decided to relinquish it, Mildred.
Sir Gregory should give you important work. You've both got great credentials.
Any business trips or foreign travel he grabs for himself.
Yeah, we definitely need water from the tarping pool to take it all down for him.
Sir Gregory Pipkin here.
Hello, Bunny. It's Daphne.
Daphne, my dear. Oh, you're a naughty girl, aren't you? You're not supposed to ring in office hours.
Well, I'm fed up. You haven't taken me on one of our trips for ages.
Oh, now come along, my bothered. We had one only last week.
Sheffield, who wants to trudge around steelwork?
Well, it was good exercise, my cherub.
It's time we went somewhere exciting. If you don't fix something soon, you can find someone else to play squirrels with.
Hello, Daphne. Daphne. Oh, provocative little minx. Well, we'll have to do something about that. Now, where's the dictaphone? Here we are. Now then. Memo to Prime Minister. I strongly advise, sir, that you send a government official to make an in-depth study of technical methods in a highly developed industrial area like Bermuda. I further suggest this official should be myself. Sir Gregory Pitkin, CBE. That should do the trick. Daphne will like Bermuda. Ah, there she is again, saucy little pixie. Hello again, my little lotus blossom.
This is Sir Alistair MacArthur, Chairman of Scottish Industries.
Oh, Sir Alistair, what a pleasant surprise. Can I help you at all, Sir Alistair?
I think you can. We're concerned that you London folk aren't buying enough Scottish produce.
Scottish produce?
Every other country in the world is eager to purchase our oatmeal, haggis, wool, bannocks, and tartary. English scarcely touch them.
Oh, come, Sir Alistair. I drink as much Scotch whisky as I can. I even clean my teeth with it.
I'm not talking of whiskey, Pitkin. Let's leave religion out of this. Speaking of routine exports, I want you to come up here and discuss a big trade deal.
Oh, come up there.
We'll treat you well, show you what Scotland has to offer.
I'd be delighted. I can bring an assistant, can I? She helps me out when I need it.
Oh, you'll both be welcome. Fly up on Thursday morning. I'm free all day, and the next day I'll meet you at the airport.
Thank you, Sir Lester. Now, I mustn't keep you. I know this is a trunk call.
Oh, don't worry, Pitkin. I reverse the charges. Goodbye now.
By Jove. Couple of days in Edinburgh. Good hotel, VIP treatment. Well, that'll keep Daphne happy till the Bermuda trip comes up. Miss Sylvester?
Yes, sir?
Assemble a file on Scottish trade. I have to go up there on Thursday.
Very good, sir. And Lord Stilton is here. He wants to see you.
Lord Stilton? Well, send him in at once. We mustn't keep him waiting.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Pitkin.
Oh, come in, Lord Stilton. Have a seat, sir.
Thank you, I will. And just a dash of soda.
What? Oh, yes, of course.
We're up against it on the oil front, Pitkin.
Again, sir? I thought we had just enough oil to get by.
Oh, in the long run, yes. But we could run into trouble in the next few months if we don't get supplies from Aberdabba.
From Aberdabba?
That's right. It's an oil principality in the dire straits. The situation's rather tricky.
Really? What did Aberdabba do?
They're dickering over how much they can let us have. Now, the point is, I was supposed to go out there and negotiate with the president, you see. But now, that's impossible. Wretched attack of gout.
Gout, eh? The president's a bit of a boozer, is he?
No, Pitkin, I've got the gout.
Oh, dear me, I am sorry, sir.
You're to go to Aberdabba in my place and get this oil deal buttoned up.
You want me to go to Aberdabba? When would that be, sir?
Oh, it's very urgent. You'll fly out tomorrow afternoon.
I'm afraid that's not possible. I have to be in Scotland on Thursday.
Good Lord, man, this Middle East visit takes precedence over everything. The nation's future is at stake.
I see. I suppose it's warm in Aberdabba, is it?
Oh, of course it's warm. The place is an absolute paradise. Blue skies, warm seas, vast beaches.
Say no more, Lord Stilton. If my country needs me in Aberdabba, then that's where I shall go. I'll need an assistant, naturally.
Oh, yes. There's a file on the whole business. I'll let you have it without delay.
Thank you, sir.
And don't upset the Scots, Pitkin. Send someone else in your place.
The trouble is, all our good men are tied up at the moment.
Oh, well, send Lennox, Brown, and Lair.
Later, see, it's time for tea.
Thank you, Mildred.
Yeah. Guess what I just heard in the canteen?
That is stop drinking his soup.
No, sir. I mean the latest news on Sir Gregory. He's off on a business tour to the Middle East with Daphne Bentwater. They're going to Abba Dabba.
Isn't that typical, eh? That's the sort of job we should be doing.
Quite right, man. I'd love to go to the Middle East. I'd look rather good on a camel with a big white hat.
Camels don't wear hats, do they?
Mildred, please.
Look out, here comes Sir Gregory.
Oh.
I'm all...
Ah, there you are, you two. I want a word with you both.
Your wishes are commands, sir.
Exactly. Now, have either of you any engagements in the second half of this week?
Well, Thursday night's my laundrette night, usually.
Two. Well, I'm sure, Sir Gregory, we could both make ourselves available should some top-level assignment occur.
Good. I want you both to go away for a couple of days on government business. All expenses paid, of course.
Really, Sir Gregory? Do you mean it?
Gregory, we'd be delighted.
Well, actually, you'll be standing in for me. I'm afraid my commitments have clashed.
Oh, dear. I thought you looked rather pale.
My colleague is trying to say, sir, that it will be an honor to take your place.
Well, we have to consider our priorities. Our main problem at the moment is Middle East oil. And here's where I need your help.
Yes.
Now,
Excuse me, Sir Gregory, but Lord Stilton just rang. He wanted to go to his office and collect the file.
go very well, Miss Muffin. Tell him I'm on my way.
He wanted to fetch it now, sir, because he's got to go home with his foot.
Oh, all right. Now, you two, pay attention. It seems I haven't time to brief you about the job, but I'll send you the relevant papers.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And please rest assured that we shall make a success of this task.
I have every confidence that you will, Lennox Brown.
Yes.
Because you know that if you don't, I shall beat the living daylights out of you both with my own fist, personally.
Thank you, Sir Gregory.
Oh, by Jove, too. It's actually happened. We're off for the high-level mission.
Middle East oil. You can't get higher than that.
I wonder where Abba Dabba is exactly.
Good morning, Miss Muffin. I have a little job for you. My secretary is tied up at the moment.
Oh, well, if that's what turns her on.
I want you to go to the travel agency and collect 2 lots of air tickets.
2 lots of air tickets, Sir Gregory.
Miss Bedwater and I fly to the Middle East this afternoon.
Miss Bayswater and you fly to the Middle East this afternoon.
Mr. Lennox Brown and Lamb fly to Scotland tomorrow in my place.
Mr. Lennox Brown and Mr. Lamb fly to Scotland tomorrow.
Must you repeat everything I say?
Must you repeat everything? Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
I have the files here relating to both jobs. When you've got the tickets, attach each pair to the appropriate file. Then bring my file and my tickets to my office. I leave at 2 o'clock.
Well, it's all go today, isn't it? When's the girl supposed to paint her toenails?
Morning, Mildred.
Oh, morning, sir. Morning, Mr. Lamb.
We just passed Sir Gregory in the corridor. He was in a hurry. He didn't have time to push me aside like he usually does.
Where are you off to, Mildred?
I've got to go out and fetch the air tickets, haven't I?
Oh.
And Sir Gregory brought the file on that job you're doing. It's on the desk, sir. I shan't be long, sir.
This is exciting, man. I heard on the news this morning that tomorrow's a day of national celebration in Abba Dabba.
Well, you can understand it, can't you? They don't often get visitors of our caliber. I suppose I'd better just study the file and check the details.
This must be the one. It says on the front, Middle East Oil Talk.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, now, let's see what it says here. Note to British representatives, we need to buy as much of their national product as Abba Dabba is willing to sell. Well, I thought that was obvious.
I got this book on everyday Arabic phrases from the library.
Ah, yes, that could be useful, yes. Have you learned any phrases yet?
Yes, I can say, lead me to the British consul, my camel has expired.
My word, let's hear you say it then.
But I just said it. Lead me to the British consul.
No. Well, no, you're supposed to say it in Arabic.
Arabic? Don't be silly, I can't speak Arabic.
Oh, glory. Now, make sure that we've got everything we need. Now, wait a minute. Tea, salt tablets, meatloaf.
That didn't take long, did it? Now, here are your tickets, Mr. Lennox Brown. Just clip them onto your file, would you?
Thank you, Mildred, yes.
And this other file must be Sir Gregory's. I'll pop it along to his office with his tickets. He's off this afternoon.
Ah, that's probably my way of taking his place. What time do we go?
It's all on your tickets there. London Airport, 1000 hours tomorrow morning, flight 204. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 204 to Edinburgh. Now, as a rule, we were due to leave at 1000 hours, and we apologize for this slight delay. We are waiting for 2 Ministry VIPs who've been detained on urgent government business.
Excuse me, miss. I wondered if I could have a personal word with you.
Yes, sir. Can I help you?
Well, I'm afraid I'm a little queer. I'm ever so nervous in aeroplanes. I get butterflies in my tummy. And other places as well.
Well, don't worry, sir. I've a bottle of tranquilizers here. Help yourself. Now, you only need half a tablet. Any more will make you very sleepy. They're rather strong.
Oh, thank you. Much obliged, I'm sure.
Excuse me, sir. I think our two VIPs have arrived at last.
Oh, George. Is this flight 204?
Shall I go in first, one? I like to be by the emergency exit.
All right, Sue, all right. But for heaven's sake, pull yourself together, man. You're all white and shaking. Look like a canteen blancmange.
Aeroplanes get me worried. If the Lord had intended us to fly, we'd have been born with jet engines.
I find danger stimulating. I suppose it's my wartime experiences.
I thought you were in the catering corps.
Yes, but they showed war films every Saturday night.
Excuse me, but if your friend is nervous, sir, that gentleman has a bottle of tranquilizers.
Here you are, Ducky.
Oh, thank you.
Now, don't take more than half.
Go ahead, Sue. We don't want you making an exhibition of yourself. I don't need any. I shall maintain my composure whatever happens. Oh, what was that?
Fasten your safety belts, please.
What did you say? Fasten our safety belts. We're in trouble, Sue. Trouble.
We're still on the ground.
Well, perhaps I will have some of those tranquilizers, yes. We want to be in good shape when we reach Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, here's the bottle, one.
Yes.
The lady said to take half.
Right, we'll share it. One for you,
Yes.
one for me. Two for you, two for me. Three for you, three for me.
Excuse me, lassie, but were you the hostess on Flight 204 from London?
That's right, sir. We landed 20 minutes ago.
Oh, that's odd. I'm Sir Alistair Macabre, and I'm expecting 2 ministry men.
Yes. We had 2 on board, sir, but they both passed out shortly after takeoff.
I hope it's nothing serious. We're hoping to sell them some Scottish goods.
No. We don't think it's too bad. Probably something they'd eaten.
Well, where are they now?
They were brought from the plane on the luggage wagon, and they await collection in the baggage hall. You'll see the pair of them stacked on the counter.
Well, all right. I'll best collect them and take them to the hotel. I have a car with me. Thank you for your help, lassie.
That's odd. We must be there, one. This looks like a hotel bedroom, but I don't remember arriving.
Yes, well, I think we fell asleep on the plane, too. Probably the change of climate. I've only just woken up myself.
So this is Abu Dhabi. I must say, the room looks like any British hotel, doesn't it?
Wow, that's the colonial influence, you see.
Yes. Look, there's a framed motto above the bed.
Probably an Arab greeting. What does it say?
Lang may your lum reek.
It's just as I thought, yes. A rough translation would be, welcome to the Middle East.
Where are our hosts, I wonder?
Oh, I expect they wanted us to sleep off the effects of our journey. Very hospitable, these Arabs.
Yeah, I hope they let us have lots of oil.
Good. You've recovered, gentlemen. Are you feeling well enough to talk? We haven't a great deal of time.
According to my watch, it's 5 o'clock. We've been asleep 6 hours.
Oh, it's 5 o'clock, all right, but this is Friday. You arrived yesterday morning.
I see. You mean today's tomorrow, not yesterday?
Your return flight to London leaves in 2 hours.
Good gracious.
So, we best get down to business straight away.
Yes, indeed. And now, you're the gentleman we negotiated with, are you? Yes. Well, I must congratulate you. Oh, yes. I mean, you speak excellent English.
Well, I was 3 years at Cambridge, you know.
Splendid that people come to our universities from the remotest parts of the world.
Well, gentlemen, I hope you're wanting to buy some of our national products.
Oh, indeed, my dear chap, there's no problem there. Oh, now we're here to buy as much as you can possibly let us have.
The more the merrier.
Oh, man, that's good to hear. Well, I have a contract ready and waiting. You'd like me to fill in the maximum amount?
Absolutely, yes, and then a bit more if you can manage. Yes, we're ready to sign it once.
Oh, good. Oh, my word, it's a pleasure doing business with you.
Thank you.
I'm only sorry you won't have time to look over our capital city.
Yes, I wanted to buy some souvenirs of our visit.
Oh, well, that can be arranged. We'll stop at a gift shop. There's one on our way to the airport.
Oh, hello. You're back again. Morning, Mr. Lennox Brown, Mr. Lamb.
Morning, Mildred. Yes, we got back on Friday night.
Oh, it was a marvellous flight. Abba Dabba to London in just over an hour.
At 7 o'clock, we were in the Dire Straits, and at 8, we were at Heathrow.
Abba Dire Straits? You were supposed to go to Edinburgh.
Edinburgh? That's in Scotland, isn't it?
No. Look, Mildred, no. We were in the Middle East.
Yes.
Yes, now we brought you this souvenir hanky from Abba Dabba's ancient bazaar. It's rather a striking picture. Now, look at that, Nancy. That's a man wrestling with serpents.
We bought it from an old bearded Arab called Hamish Magragor. We couldn't understand a word he said.
Well, thanks ever so much, both of you. But the name on this hanky is Hamish McGregor. It must have been a bearded old Scotsman you didn't understand.
What?
But this chap's not wrestling with serpents. He's playing the bagpipe.
Mildred could be right back. I've just seen this label on my briefcase. British Airways, Edinburgh, London.
Oh, still, at least you went to the right place, even if you didn't know you'd been there.
Yes, we really believed we were in the Middle East, and all the time we were in Scotland. I suppose it's quite funny, really. At least there's no harm done.
No harm done, but we've signed a contract to buy their national product as much as they could send us.
Oh. Do you know the Systems Department? Oh? Where? All right, I'll tell them. That was British Rail, sir. King's Cross Station reports the arrival of 50,000 tons of haggis.
The army won't take the haggises, too. Seems they're banned by the Geneva Convention.
I'm not even sure what a haggis is, one.
Well, it's a sort of ex-certificate sausage. One is a threat, 50,000 tons is a national crisis.
Now, look, don't panic, sir. I've had an idea.
Yes, well, go on, surprise me.
I mean, haggis is like eyeshadow, isn't it?
Have you been sitting in the sun, Mildred, or are you starting to crack like the rest of us?
No, sir. I told you how people bought up the eyeshadow because they thought there was going to be a shortage. If we start a rumour that we're running out of haggis, the same thing might happen.
Lennox Brown.
Pitkin here.
Oh, Sir Gregory. Oh, you're awfully faint, sir.
You'll be awfully faint when I get hold of you. I'm speaking from Abba Dabba. And due to some bungling in your office, the wrong file was attached to my tickets.
Well, funnily enough, sir, the same thing happened to us.
I came here for oil talks, but when I opened my file, it was all about foreigns and cotton knickers.
Most unfortunate, sir.
Unfortunate is a disaster. I lost my temper and I said a few words and I'm being expelled from the country. The talks are cancelled and Abba Dabba won't sell us any oil. That means that thanks to you, Britain's supplies will dwindle to nothing.
And here is the news read by John Curl. The failure of Britain's oil supply due to the breakdown of talks with Abba Dabba continues to have mixed effects. Because of the absence of diesel fuel, southern region trains are now being drawn by teams of horses. But this means they're arriving more punctually than before. London's taxi drivers are meeting the emergency by using rickshaws. A spokesman said, "We must all pull together." In a stirring speech to the House of Commons, the Prime Minister has urged the nation to help each other. He later left in a wheelbarrow, pushed by the leader of the opposition. There's been panic buying of oil-based products, including paraffin, plastics, and haggis. A ministry expert said the flow of haggis must be affected by the oil shortage, but we have done our best to ensure supplies and there's no need for housewives to rush out and buy them. Later, there were wild scenes as housewives rushed out to buy haggises, and even wilder ones when they got them home and wondered what to do with them.
Look out, you two. Sir Gregory's back. He's limping down the corridor.
Oh, I think you know what that means.
It's no use boggling, Sue. We'll just have to brazen it out.
Lennox Brown, lamb, I want a word with you.
Oh, Gregory, come in, sir. Do sit down. You look a trifle weary.
You're weary if you'd been through what I've been through.
Oh.
Expelled from Abba Dabba, my money confiscated, and I've had to hitchhike back across Europe.
How awful, sir. Miss Bentwater must be exhausted.
Miss Bentwater isn't with me. They wanted her to stay on. Heaven knows what torment the poor girl's gone through. And all because of your crass idiocy.
Yes, Brown. Oh, yes, he's here, sir. Oh, I'll put him on, sir. Yes. It's Lord Stilton for you.
Stilton? Good grief, he'll blame me for this oil crisis. I know he will. I'll be finished. Broken. What's to become of me?
Perhaps you'll go to the coal bar.
Oh, be quiet, lad. Give me that phone, Lennox Brown. Lord Stilton, sir. I'll resign like a gentleman.
What are you talking about, Pitchkin? I've great news. Oil is flowing again from Abba Dabba, more than ever before.
What?
And it's all thanks to your assistant, Miss Bentwater. She's become the President's, close friend. She's got him to lower his embargoes.
Good Lord.
She's pulled off a great deal. The biggest supply of oil we've ever had.
Miss Bentwater's done that.
Clever of you to spot her potential, Pitchkin. Come and have a bite of lunch.
No, of course, sir. At once, sir. I'm on my way. We're getting the oil, and Lord Stilton's delighted. This could get me in the honours list.
It goes to prove what I've always said.
Oh, what's that, sir?
It's a case of oil well that ends well.
Time to meet the men from the ministry. We present Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler in The Men from the Ministry, a weekly tribute to the men of our government service. Men who would be fired with enthusiasm, except that whatever they do, they can't be fired. As our story opens, we go as usual to the General Assistance Department, where we find our ministry men seriously concerned about a personal problem.
It looks very droopy one.
I can't think what possessed you to buy it in that condition. Surely it wasn't the only cactus in the shop.
It's the only one under 2 shillings.
2 shillings? Was that all you found in the petty cash?
Well, that plus 4 IOUs and the lapel button saying, "Make love, not war." How does the cactus look to you now it's in place, one?
Like a small green maggot with a nasty case of whooping cough. You'd better get it some fertilizer, too.
Good idea. I'll nip down to Horse Guards Parade. Can I borrow your teaspoon?
No, certainly not. Oh, what do you say? No, I meant a little bottle of... Yes, well, on second thoughts, don't bother. Shouldn't think it'll survive the day anyway. And it's time we thought about work.
Work? But it's only Monday.
Nevertheless, I understand Sir Justin Burke is very impatient about this invention business.
Invention? Oh, I remember. We had to nominate a British invention for the government to boast about.
Yes, for National Science Week.
But I thought we sent him suggestions a month ago.
And he's rejected them all, too. Says we've been taken in by a lot of cranks.
Cranks?
Yes.
What about that scientist with the marvellous new navigational aid?
He's ill from starvation and exposure, apparently. Got lost in the middle of Wimbledon Common.
Well, there were other things. That car that needed no petrol had its back wheels higher than the front, so it ran downhill all the time.
Too dangerous.
Oh, he is hard to please. What about that machine? The one that could replace coal? That worked.
Well, it worked all right, but it needs too much coal to run it.
Here's Mildred with our 11s.
No, Mr. Lamb, it's your 11:45s. You had your 11s at 10:30.
Have you heard of any new inventions lately, Mildred?
New inventions?
Yes.
Let's see.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah. Earwigs.
Earwigs?
For people with bald ear holes.
Oh, Mildred, please.
I'm sorry, sir. I got that with a Christmas cracker. Oh! Someone's left a gherkin in our plant pot.
It's not a gherkin, Mildred. It's a rare floral display organised by Greenfinger's lamb here.
Do what?
It's a cactus I bought. Only there wasn't much money, so it's not a very good one.
Well, you're right there, Mr. Lamb. It looks like 1.5 inches of hairy cabbage.
Any calls this morning, Mildred?
Oh, yes, sir. Sir Joshua Burke's office, Ram.
Sir Jason Burke, Mildred.
Oh, I don't know. It was some Burke. Anyway, he's calling here this afternoon, and he must have details of an invention.
Two, we must think hard. You must think hard. Unfortunately, I have to go out.
You're going out, Clive?
Yes, I have to, I'm afraid. Yes, I've got to collect some important papers before I go to my club.
Important papers, I know what they are. The Racing Times and the Sporting Echo. Oh, well, I'm ready for a cup of soothing beefalex.
Here you are, Mr. Lamb, and it's a special treat. I've made it with milk today.
Oh, but beefalex should be made with water. This is all sort of...
Well, I thought you'd been looking poorly lately.
Weak, mud-coloured and hardly warm.
Yeah, you've looked like that for days.
I meant the beefalex, Mildred, and why something special today? Do you want the afternoon off or something?
Well, now you mention it, I have got a favour to ask.
Tell me.
It's me sister. She's got a problem with her chihuahua.
She'll have to see her family doctor.
A chihuahua, Mr. Lamb. It's a little dog. You know, those tiny things with great big eyes.
Oh, yes, I know, like barking mice.
Yeah. Well, my sister's up to do some shopping, and she doesn't like to leave him at home, and she can't take him round the shops. So she's asked me to keep him here for a bit.
Is that wise, Mildred? You know Mr. Lennox Brown doesn't like dogs.
Well, yeah, but I thought we could lock him up in the map cupboard. It won't be for very long.
I don't know. Mr. Lennox Brown doesn't like being in the map cupboard. He says the dust starts his hay fever off.
I mean, put the dog in the cupboard, not Mr. L.B.
Ah, yes, that's a much better idea, Mildred. He'll be out of everyone's way.
Good. Well, I'll just fetch him in. You try that nice milky beefo-lac.
All right. It looks awful. Yeah, ooh, it is awful.
There we are. Come and see the nice office, then. Oh, Mr. Lamb, aren't you enjoying that?
Tastes like cold oxtail soup with added garbage. I can't drink another drop.
Oh, Mr. Lamb, don't pour it all on the cactus. You'll drown it, poor little thing.
All right, you get rid of the rest of it. I can't bear the sight of it.
Here's our little doggy. He'll drink it up.
You could have the animal welfare people after you for that.
Go on, Mr. Lamb. He's enjoying it. Aren't you, Punter?
Is he called Punter?
Yeah. When they first had him, he was a bit of a pools expert. Go on, Punter. Drink it up. That's it. And then you'll have a nice little snooze in the map cupboard.
That drink's made me feel quite sick, Mildred. I'm going to take a breath of fresh air in the park.
Righty-ho, sir.
Will you be here for a bit?
Oh, yeah. My boyfriend Bernard's coming to take me out for a late lunch at 1:30. We're going to try that new fish restaurant on the corner.
Not a bad place, eh? What do you reckon, Mild?
Oh, think it's smashing, Bernard. Just like we was really on the ocean bed.
What you fancy on the menu?
King Neptune's Delight. I wonder what that is.
Oh, it's got to be a mermaid, ain't it?
Oh, I wonder where they get them. Oh, go on, you're having me on. Look, it says underneath, King Neptune's Delight, cod and chips.
Here, Mill, let's have this.
What?
Pacific Ecstasy. That's cod and chips and peas.
Oh, all right. I'm really hungry, I can tell you. It's been all go this morning. For a start, the office has been like a blooming dog zone. First Jane's Chihuahua, then your Alsatian.
Yo, I'm sorry to lumber you with Lassie, love, only I've got to take her to obedience classes straight from work. And my boss hates big dogs.
My boss doesn't like any dogs.
Still, you have got that dirty great cupboard to lock him away in.
It's lucky my sister collected her Chihuahua before you came. That huge Alsatian of yours would have swallowed him with one bite.
Yeah, I'm very grateful, Mill. That's why I brought you that plant.
Cactus, Bernard. They're called cactuses.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's funny, Mr. Lamb bought a cactus this morning. Weedy little thing it was. Withered away by lunchtime. So I threw it out and put your big one in its place. He wasn't halfly surprised.
Oh, hello, too. Bit late, am I? Stayed at the club for a second Friday. Anything happening?
I don't know, Mildred's still out. I only just got in myself. I was hoping to miss Sir Jason Burke, as we've no invention to offer him.
Oh, dear me, I hoped that you'd sorted that out.
No, I haven't done a thing about it. Not a thing.
You are disgustingly cheerful this afternoon. Did you have an extra cup of your beef-a-lax this morning, then?
Funny you should mention that. Mildred made my beef-a-lax with milk today. It tasted so awful it must have done me good.
Oh, dear, it looks nasty enough made with water.
With milk, it's really vile.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I threw most of it over that poor little Good gracious one. My cactus, it's grown. It's enormous. 20 times as big as it was this morning.
By George, so it is.
Yes. It must be the milk and beef-a-lax.
Oh, nonsense, too. It's just a coincidence.
Well, I had some, and I feel twice the bad I was this morning.
Yes, well, I mean, it's one thing to feel better, and another thing to grow 20 times bigger.
But I only had 2 sips. If I'd had more... Just a minute. The dog.
What dog?
That little dog Mildred brought in. Belongs to her sister. It drank the rest of the beef-a-lax.
No, wait a minute. Mildred had her sister's dog in here?
Yes, very tiny little thing. It can stand on her hand.
Yes, I know, yes. I've seen it before.
We gave it the beef-a-lax and put it in the map cupboard, and it's the beef-a-lax made the plant grow.
You think it made the dog grow, too? You think it's a sort of elixir, eh?
No, it's a chihuahua.
Yeah. Oh, dear, look. Don't make me laugh, Sue. It may have speeded up the plant's growth, but a dog, the idea's crazy.
Well, he's in the map cupboard. We'll have a look, shall we?
All right, well, here, I'll open the door. Now, you stand by to catch him as he runs up.
Yes.
These tiny dogs are very fast, you know. Yeah. Are you ready?
Ready, one.
Right. Here we go, then.
Yes.
Oh, yes, I remember him. Squeaky little wretch. Yeah. In. Oh. Cookery. Oh, yes. Shut the door, quick. Yeah. Shut it. By George, he's enormous.
See, one? It works. This morning that dog was minute. Now he's huge. Milk and beef-a-lax. It's the new miracle drug.
Fantastic. A scientific breakthrough. And just at the time we most need it.
How do you mean that?
Well, it's a new invention, isn't it? And it's all British, isn't it? Just what Sir Jason wants, for instance, this afternoon.
I could get a knighthood for this. Sir Richard Lamb. Oh, I can see it now on the tag of my raincoat.
Knighthood? Now, listen, this is a joint effort. That drug was invented in my office, and I was the first to see its potential.
Yes, but...
So, we share the credit.
Oh.
Now, just remember that when we're talking to that ghastly Burke person.
Good afternoon, Lennox Brown.
Hey, Sir Jason. It's very nice to see you.
Now then, Lennox Brown, have you or have you not found something we can promote for National Science Week?
I have, Sir Jason.
Well, I hope it's more exciting than your last suggestion. A machine for smoothing the rough edges off cornflakes, as I remember.
And I still believe, Sir Jason, that could have been a boon to wearers of national health teeth. Well, of course, my present offering is indeed far more important.
Good. Then tell me about it.
Well, I was given my 11 cents this morning.
Two.
Yes?
I'll do it. I'll do it. Now, I have, after months of ceaseless research, Sir Jason, found a liquid which causes rapid growth in any organic substance. Now, for instance, it may surprise you to know that this giant cactus, which now stands 2 feet high, was this morning, listen to this morning, a mere 1.5 inches.
What? Well, that's astounding.
Indeed, yes. And I have also conducted lengthy experiments on animals. Fed with this drug, they too shoot up to 10 times their normal size.
Good Lord, man. This is stupendous. And what's in the stuff?
Well, now, the basis of this wonder drug is a household beverage known as beef-a-lax. Yes, mixed, of course, with certain other complex fluids too technical for me to explain.
Beef-a-lax, you say?
May I add, this discovery has not come from the normal research teams under my authority. Oh, no. No, I have produced it myself after months of very, very hard work.
You amaze me, Lennox Brown.
Me too.
I must inform the Prime Minister at once.
Well, please, tell him I'm not one of those who look for honours and rewards. However, if he insists...
Yes, Lennox Brown?
I'm not one of those who rejects them either.
No. Nor me, I can tell you. I could get an earldom for this.
You, Sir Jason?
Is any of this stuff about, Lamb?
A few drops left in my mug, I think. Yes, there you are.
Thank you. The scientists like to analyze my discoveries at once.
Did you say your discovery, Sir Jason?
Where did you get this beef-a-lax?
It's 1 and 3 a jar at any good ironmonger's. They call it the big square meal in the small round bottle.
Well, I want you two to go at once to the beef-relax factory and buy up all stocks for the government. Can't let this fall into enemy hands. At once. Is that clear?
Yes, it is.
I'll take these few drops to be analysed on my way to Downing Street.
Yes.
Good day.
Good day.
Oh, rotten swine. He's taking the credit for my discovery.
Your discovery, but it's mine. Mine. All mine.
Oh, all right. Don't calm down, too. We've both been robbed. No point in banging your head on the typewriter. You stamped N-I-T on your forehead.
I'd like to stamp on his forehead one. He's a crooked, conniving, scheming, unscrupulous devil.
And another thing, you two.
But charming, you must admit.
Yes, Sir Joseph?
About my discovery, I want absolute secrecy. Do you understand?
Yes, it is.
And also, of course, maximum publicity. See to it.
Maximum publicity and total secrecy. I wonder how they'll manage that.
They'll find a way. Very cunning, these government people.
This is John Curl introducing today's radio newsreel, and first, news of a British scientific breakthrough. The Prime Minister today revealed the existence of an amazing discovery. For security reasons, he was unable to reveal what the discovery was or what it did. But he said it might well change the face of Britain, or might not, as the case may be. Reports are just coming in that the new discovery is based on the well-known British beverage Beefolax. It's said that a team of top ministry negotiators are on their way to talk to the manufacturers.
Impressive factory, isn't it? Well, ring the bell, will you? Yeah, there's a rope dangling there, over there.
Oh, yes, all right.
Now, remember, too, we start the bidding low. Unless the chap's heard radio newsreel, he won't know how valuable his stuff is.
So we can do him down.
Well, don't put it like that, too.
Oi, what's all this then? What's all this? Jingling, jangling, my dingling dangler like that. What's your game then?
We are from the ministry, you see. And we wish to see Mr. Bertie Foote, owner of Beefolax Limited.
Well, you've seen him. I'm here.
You're Mr. Foote?
Yeah, if I'm not, I'm taking some terrible liberties with his wife. Well, come in and close the gate. There's a shocking draught. Besides, the chickens will get out.
Oh, yes. Yes. I see you have a hen house over there.
That's not a hen house. That's our factory. Yeah, you've been a bit satirical, are you?
But this huge concrete building... Isn't that your factory?
No, that's our landlord's. They're a very go-ahead firm they are. They make Ganaden gnomes. We just rent this annex, you see, as you'll presently see if you'll be good enough to follow me and be so gracious.
This will be a pushover, too. We'll get his Beefolax for peanuts.
Peanuts? We don't put no peanuts in the Beefolax, sir. Only the best goes in our little beverage. That's why we keep chickens.
Ah, you use a lot of nourishing eggs.
Not at all. We use the feathers. We boil them down for the oil, you see, sir.
Oh, dear. Oh, I suddenly feel rather queer.
Well, don't you worry about that, sir. We can't none of us help our nature, sir. Now, you just come in here with me, sir, and I'll give you a nice, refreshing drink of Beefolax.
Oh, no, thanks. I had some this morning.
There we are, sir. You come in here, sir. There, right. That's where we make the Beefolax, sir. That's where we make it. That's our model factory, that is, sir. Model. That's because everything's a bit on the small side, you see, sir. Now, mind your head, sir.
Oh, pardon?
Oh, it don't matter now, sir. Don't matter. You better sit down on the bed, sir. Move the pig. That's it, sir.
Tell me, where is your staff, Mr. Foote?
She's in the bathroom stirring the vat. Emily! Come in to meet the fancy gentleman from London. Emily's my wife, sir. She's a stirring in the beef.
I've done 300 gallons, Bertie, and I need another beef cube.
Not now, you daft lummox. You say hello to the visitors.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Yes, right.
Welcome to the home of Beefolax.
How do you do, Mrs. Foote?
Built up Beefolax together, we have, sir, from very small beginnings.
Very small beginnings, sir. Yes, sir. When we started, Emily and me, we had to mix the stuff in an egg cup and stir it with a matchstick.
Stir it with a matchstick.
Yes, and look at us today, sir. We've got a bat and 2 ladles. If these chickens are a bothering of you, sir, you kick 'em out the way, the little varmint. Drat 'em, get out of there. What's that one with the big coat? He's a little varmint here. Get 'em behind the wardrobe.
Yes.
I can't stand 'em, you know.
Yes. Mr. Foot, may I just...
sorry, sir.
Well, no, it's just that, you see, I'd like to tell you why we're here.
Ah,
Mr. Foot.
yes, sir.
Now, I am authorised by the government to make an offer for your factory and all existing stocks of beef-relax, you see.
Crumbs. You hear that, Emily? The government want beef-relax.
This is part of a wider scheme for industry, you see. Now, we can offer a fair price. Oh, my word, yes. I think I could go as far as 100.
Emily, do you hear what the pretty gentleman said? £100,000 for our factory. Blooming cheap.
No, not 100,000, £100.
Yes. Well, I tell you what, I'll be very generous. Look, £105, and you can keep the ladles.
Don't make me laugh, or I'll have one of my nasty turns.
He'll have one of his nasty turns.
Yeah, and don't be flaming cheeky neither. My price for this old established firm, lock, stock and barrel, 500,000.
I'm sorry, we didn't quite hear that.
600,000.
£600,000?
Guineas.
Oh.
You'll have to do it, one. You know what Sir Jason said.
Oh, I know. Yes, well, very well, Mr. Fott. It's a deal.
Oh, blimey, you're going to give us 600,000 guineas for Beef-relax Limited? Here, that don't include Emily, does it?
No, Mr. Fott. Of course not, no.
That's a pity.
Yeah, what's that you said?
Technical talk, you see, my dear. Has nothing to do with you, like I say.
Well, now, Mr. Fott, if you will just sign this contract, it's all settled.
So we clinched it there and then, Mildred.
I can't see why the government wants all this beef-o-lax.
But you see, it's very, very hush-hush, Mildred, you see. I mean, as you heard on the news, we can't reveal any details yet. Suffice to say, we were asked to get it, you see, and we got it.
Yes, and for only £600,000.
It's still a lot of money, isn't it? I mean, where's it all going to come from?
In view of possible military uses for this discovery, Mildred, Sir Jason is taking it from the Ministry of Defence.
Oh, by the way, sir, the army kept ringing yesterday afternoon after you dashed out, asking if you've got that new dye for soldiers' battle dresses.
Isn't that typical? You think it's typical?
No,
yes. Just when we're forging a scientific breakthrough, they bother us with trivia. New dye for battle dresses, indeed. Good luck. What's wrong with their old stuff?
Well, apparently, in some hot climates, it tends to irritate. A lot of soldiers have been getting sore patches on their tropical bases.
Well, tell them to sit tight for a bit. We're very busy on this beef-relax project.
I wish I knew what's so special about beef-relax.
Well, I'll give you a little clue, Mildred. Just take a look at my cactus there.
Your cactus, Mr. White?
Yes.
Of course, I haven't had time to tell you, have I? Your cactus all withered up, so I threw it away. That's a new one Bernard gave me. I put it there so we could all enjoy it.
Thanks, What?
It's not the same cactus,
Oh,
Mildred.
Mildred, no, please don't tell us. It can't.
Oh, be quiet, you be quiet. Don't boggle. Let's get this straight. Even if the beef-relax didn't make the plant grow, it still worked on the dog. Didn't it?
Yes, it did. We saw it.
Yes.
Well, I hope you didn't mind about Jane's dog, Mr. Lennox Brown. I didn't think he'd be any trouble. I mean, he's such a tiny little chap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, he was. He was, wasn't he? Yes, I mean, very tiny. Very tiny. I mean, tell me how tiny he was, Mildred.
Oh, I could stand him on my hand.
Stand him on you? Yes, you could, on your hand. You see, of course you could, yes. Well, now, there you are, too. We can relax, can't we? By George. Mildred, fetch us a cup of tea, will you? We nearly had rather a shock.
Oh, what do you, sir?
Well, that was a nasty moment, wasn't it, too, eh?
Yes.
Oh.
I am.
Sir,
Yes.
Bernard asked me to thank you for having his Alsatian here yesterday afternoon.
Oh, no, I don't.
Of all the hair-brained idiocy, of all the crass, incompetent, stupid, faithless,
Dunderheaded, Sir Jason.
dunderheaded, idiotic, blundering fools. Great new discovery, you said. Startling growth, you said.
I've had that substance analyzed, and it has no properties whatsoever, apart from inducing nausea in white mice.
It does the same to me, too, Sir Jason.
Every newspaper's full of the Prime Minister's statement yesterday. The whole world's looking to us for a scientific breakthrough. And what have we got, eh? What have we got?
I've got a few days' leave to come, Sir Jason.
Phillips Brown! You'll both need tomorrow for packing.
Packing, Sir Jason?
You're both established staff,
Yes.
so you can't be sacked.
Oh.
But you can be transferred.
Transferred, Sir Jason?
2 very important vacancies have occurred in archives on the island of Ballymucky, off the northwest tip of Scotland.
Vacancies, Sir Jason?
The last 2 custodians found the isolation rather trying. Apparently thought there were seagulls and jumped off the cliff last week.
But you couldn't send us there.
Wouldn't I? 2 men who claimed they'd invented a miracle drug. Just wait till the Prime Minister hears the truth.
Just a little moment, Sir Jason. Didn't you tell him you'd invented it?
Well, nothing's bad enough for charlatans like... What? Of course, anyone can make a mistake.
Oh, they can, yes.
It doesn't do to judge too harshly. Quality of mercy.
Yes.
You mean we won't have to go to Ballymucky?
Might be able to prevent it. We've got to find the best solution for all of us.
Work in harmony. Yes, Sir Jason. Yes, all quite right, yes. Now, here is what I suggest.
And here is the news read by John Curl. It's just been announced that further tests on the new top-secret British wonder drug have proved it to be more shatteringly effective than was first thought. It now seems likely to be a serious threat to world peace. Accordingly, the government has decided to cease work on the project and destroy all records of its discovery. The Prime Minister told the cheering House of Commons it will be as if this invention had never existed.
So Sir Jason's getting promoted, man. It seems incredible.
Well, announcing we'd found this super drug and then saying we wouldn't use it has brought us tremendous prestige abroad, you know. Our chap at the United Nations has been feted by all the foreign delegates. They've even clubbed together and bought him a Union Jack cushion for all-night sittings. I'm just glad the whole thing is over.
Excuse me, sir. There's a fleet of lorries drawn up outside, each with 50 drums of beefolax.
Oh, I'd forgotten 500,000 gallons of beefalax.
What with Ministry of Defence money?
And the Ministry of Defence have been on again about that dye for army uniforms.
Yes, well, as we hadn't enough to cope with without... Wait a minute. Of course, yes, that's it.
By Jove, you're right. What's it?
Well, we relabel these beefalax drums and send them to the army.
You mean they can use the beefalax to dye their uniforms?
Well, why not? Look how it's almost stained Mr. Lamb's tie.
What a good idea, one. And if the soldiers get hungry, they can always boil up their jacket.
Or even chew their trousers.
Yes.
Like you did, son.
Muddling through as the men from the ministry were Richard Murdoch and Deryck Guyler. Also featured were Norma Ronald, Gordon Clyde, and guest star Clive Dunn as Bertie Foote. The show was written by Edward Taylor and John Graham and produced by Edward Taylor.